let's try that again. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the chicken. So here's the chicken.
Dead brokers in you nigga DNA. Ricky Smile is indicated with the J. Little nigga just another state case. Bury my motherfucker Chase Bank, time to bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. You niggas pushing, so I gotta replot it. A nigga tripping like I got $1 zillion. Got the trap jumping like time when I read.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to say welcome to 2023 to all my subscribers and supporters and my family. I just want to say, you know, this year has been somewhat busy, but it's already starting off to a great start. So that is amazing. 22 had some great ups and downs, which the downs was really the downs, and you know, it took a lot, but we got through it. But the ups were really, really good as well. And they were like, it's like taking off, getting momentum. Once 22, you know, things were going good. It was starting to take off and the momentum was just continuing. It was like, dang, it was just really an amazing year. So let's see what 2023 has to bring. And I do want to say that thank you to everyone who's been allowing me to have this unofficial, official break. But now I'm back. But I just wanted to say thank you for that break. Sometimes you really need that. I do have a full-time job outside of YouTubing and doing this. So right now, this is considered my hobby. This doesn't pay me. I don't get paid to share my life with you guys, get embarrassed on YouTube, getting laughed at, my happy moments, my sad moments, my crying moments. I don't get paid to share that to you. My surgery, my incisions, my all of that. I don't get paid to share my life with you guys. So this is a hobby. So when I take a break, I'm literally taking a break. So when my life gets busy, then I know what to cut out. You know, I can't cut out my full-time job that pays my bills, right? So yeah, your girl knows to cut YouTube down a little bit. But I know that moving forward, I do appreciate the people who comment and say, dang, I thought you weren't going to come back and all of that stuff. And they were just happy that I uploaded. And I really appreciate that. And you guys didn't go too hard on me for allowing me to have a break. Because, again, this is a hobby. So, and I do like doing it, showing my true authentic self to the world. And sometimes it's not pretty, sometimes it's not good, maybe lose followers or supporters behind it, but I got to stay true to myself. And it is real. We all suffer through things, we all go through things. So, and the way you handle it is how you handle it, but you can't judge someone else as to how they handle it. So I just wanted to say that I thank you guys for that, and just to let you guys know the reason behind it. And I'm not just dipping out, it's just literally because I do have a job outside of this. And sorry, I didn't know they were cleaning the streets today. Hold on. I don't know if they're doing our streets today, but I feel bad. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I guess they were plowing the streets. I didn't know they do that on Saturday. I thought that was like a Monday through Friday, which the sign even says Monday through Friday for snow removals. But anyway, no biggie. I just don't like to be snowed in. But I just wanted to give you guys the reason behind that. But I do know moving forward that I do want to try to minimize the length of my break if I do have to take a break from YouTube. So I will keep it to a minimum because, yeah, I want to still bring you guys content. I got a lot of stuff going on that I want to share with you guys. And, you know, you guys kind of missed out on some of the stuff that happened because, again, I wasn't vlogging. You know, there was a lot of stuff going on. My small business, there was something going on at the shop. Then also, you know, me being a supervisor at work, there's just stuff going on with that. And then your personal life on top of that. So, yeah, but I want to continue showing you guys what's going on in my life. But anyway, so I'm going to stop the rambling. I want to say welcome to my channel. If you are new, I want to say welcome. And if you have been true and subscribed, I want to say welcome back. Here we are, you know, your family over here. And we don't judge. So, and that's that. But today, I have a coworker that I've been working with. Before I got to a different department where I'm a supervisor, I was at another department that we worked in for about 4 years, maybe 4.5, before I transferred over to a different department. And he's going for retirement. He's leaving for retirement this February 3rd. So we're throwing him a retirement party. We're all going to like this bar and grill place. So I'm getting ready to go. I'm going to tag along my daughter as well because, you know, she likes to eat too. And I think it'll be fun. So, yeah, that's what's on the agenda today. I do want to go take my Faja to get stitched up because there's some fluids at my lower abdomen that's piling up, or I'm just going to have it drained by a nurse. That's kind of where I'm at with it, because no matter how much massaging I'm doing, I think that it's at the point where like it's just sitting there, or it takes a long time to absorb. I don't know. But the rest of the swelling has went away, but that small portion still lingers. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get in the shower. I haven't even washed my face, brushed my teeth, do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed, and I will definitely see you guys in the next clip. So, bye. All right, so I'm going to do my hair after this. This edge control really makes your hair look dry. But anyway, I'm going to do my makeup because we're running out of time, and I'm gonna listen to my music while I do it, so I won't be really talking too much.
Right up to the eye of my mountain until you
So here is the final look. I do not have my Faja on because it wouldn't look right with this cutout. So we're going without the Faja. Even though I'm 5 months post-op, I've been wearing it religiously. But today, we are not wearing it, so...
This is wonderful. That's, I do not need a full ribbon, but I haven't had one in so long. That's funny. Not yet.
Oh, does anybody need anything?
I could see anyone in this.
Then you got to get in the corners. All right, so we are back in the car. I was gonna vlog while we're in there at the retirement, but to be honest, that's not a moment where I think we should vlog. That's a genuine moment of we wishing a fellow co-worker a great retirement as they go to Mexico and enjoy their life. So I'm sorry I didn't get to take you guys, but we're in the car now and we're about to head back home. I am tired. The food was gross. I would give Monte Carlo's, where we went, the bar and grill place, I would give that place a
4 maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
4 out of 10. That's how bad it was. We have food that we are not even going to even eat. Gosh, so gross. But anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. I'll definitely see you guys in the next clip. I'm back at the house. So I want to show you guys like the chicken. Oh. All right. Let's try that again. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys the chicken. So here's the chicken. Then we got a Monte Carlo. The spice is a little bit of sweet with spice. I'm not really a fan of the chicken as much. I don't like dry rub. So even though this was very expensive for what we ate, we had salad, my daughter had fish and chips, then we had our drinks, and they're overall like, it's like a more fancier restaurant, so the pricing was a little expensive. So for the price, of course, I'm not gonna throw the rings away, so I'm gonna take it home and spruce them up and put my own sauce on it. If I even make it barbecue wings, or I can make it hot wings, so I can do either or. And another thing is, I have fun tonight, I will say that. I did have fun today. It was a good time to be with my coworkers and friends. I truly missed them. I missed hearing their stories. I missed just talking with them and just conversating. Like I wish we could do this more often. Even though I'm not in that department, they will always be like my close family and friends. Like I literally consider them like family and friends to me, even though they're like legit my coworkers. So I can say that, yeah, it was a good time. So I'm back home. I'm really tired today. I was going to add on to this video today because I was going to do my Faja. I was going to take it in to go get it altered, but unfortunately we just got back too late. She's closed. I can't get it altered, so I'll get it altered another time. And I'll take you guys with me to do that. So I'm just gonna lay down. I am tired. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for all tuning in to this video. I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, and one more thing. I will be leaving to Florida with this year. So me and my daughter are going back to Florida. We're going back to actually experience the actual Florida vibe and not going there for surgery or procedures. So I'm excited to go there, go back to Miami, Florida. And we really like that state. So I better be careful because I'm gonna end up living there. That's how genuinely I really like it. But anyway, so I wanted to give you guys a video on like what to expect, like what we're going to be doing. I will be going down there for a small procedure because even though I had like a skinny BBL, because remember, if you guys been following my journey on this YouTube, everyone should know by now I am tall. I'm 5'8". I weigh 130 pounds before the procedure, and then during like the moment of me getting ready, leading up to the procedure, I gained additional 30 pounds. So I was at 160 even, sometimes 161. And then sometimes it would jump up to 164, a rare occasion. But I gained like 30 pounds on purpose. And because of this BBL, like if I'm gonna go do a tummy tuck and a Lipo 360 procedure with the BBL, I wanted to get my full results. Obviously, I'm skinny, I don't have a lot of fat, so I have to gain what I can and hope that it will survive. But keep in mind that they do tell you that, but I don't know if people really know that there is a silver lining between that. You can gain as much weight as you gain. Wait. Listen. You can gain as much weight as you want to gain. But unfortunately, if you don't keep up that momentum, which means eat like that continuously throughout your life, yeah, you won't be able to maintain that. And that's what happened to me. Yes, I gained 30 pounds, but what did I do after procedure? Didn't help. You have to keep up. What I did to gain that weight, I needed to continue to do even after procedure, and I didn't do that. As I'm being brutally honest with you guys, I did not go back to eating with the protein shakes and just doing all that eating and just having like basically a horrible diet to get the 30 pounds. I didn't do that. So of course I went back to my skinny old self. Yes, I still have a butt, but my hip dips, where Dr. Mameniskis at Avana Plastic Surgery, he did put fat injected into my hips. It looked great, as you guys can see in my surgery vlog. But as time went on, I'm 5 months post-op. You know, your real fat starts to settle in. Some die, majority of it dies, and then whatever stays, that's what it will be. And now I see my genuinely true results. And I told myself that I won't assume nothing until I'm like around 5 to 6 months, so I can kind of get a visual on what fat will survive. And now that I know that this is like truly my results, and now I see that my hip dips, you know, my fat is gone, I want to go to Miami, Florida. I will be getting Sculptra injections, and it will be injected in my hips. And then also the cellulite that I gradually obtained by having this procedure. I don't know how you can go from not having any cellulite in your butt, but when they go to inject the fat back into your butt with the BBL, you end up having cellulite. It's like they don't do an evenly spread of the fat. So you're going to have these dimples within your butt. You know, I'm skinny. My dimples is looking really dimply. You know, I don't want that to be noticeable. So I will be getting the Sculptra injections in my butt to, yeah, give it an even more, so the fat, so it can be more smoother and rounder. So if I can help with some of the cellulite, then I will. So that's the reason behind the Sculptra. It's not going under the knife like completely like I was. So we're still able to travel in Florida and do our regular things. I think the only downtime is like, I can't do any hardcore stuff that day for like 4 hours. That's because you gotta let the injections kind of seep in or something like that. So it isn't even like I'm gonna be down for days. It's literally like hours, I think. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know, that exciting news is gonna happen this year. We are really pumped up. You guys again will see us packing the bags, telling you what we got in our bag for Miami and who I chose for my facility, how much the Sculptra injections are, and what the pricing is, how much the consultation did they say that I needed, because again, these are multiple treatments that you will need to obtain that look, so they will tell you how many vials you will need. So I will give you guys the pricing, the doctor information if anybody is interested after their BBL on getting Sculptra injections. We can research together. If y'all know any like groups out there that are familiar with the Sculptra injections, I would like to be a part of those groups as well, because your girl need to know everything. I like to research everything. And when I had my BBL, Lipo 360 and tummy tuck last year, I was researching for 2 years before I made that decision. That's how confident I want to be when I'm going in for a procedure. So even though our deadline is this year that we want to go, we're thinking around like, I really wanted to do it around like the summer, take my daughter, but whatever the case, we'll figure it out and grab us a plane. But I want to do my full research. So I just want to give you guys an FYI that that's coming around the loops. I will start doing my research and give you guys the more information. So definitely stay tuned for that. I love you guys as always. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Tell me, bring it right back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you are new, I want to say welcome. And if you have been true and subscribed, I want to say welcome back. So I have so much to catch you guys up on. So first and foremost, yesterday we had a ball at the retirement party. It was so much fun. The food was not good, so I would never do that again. But hey, it's good to try new places, so totally fine. But I wanted to update you guys today with my 5-month post-op from my surgery, my BBL surgery, Lipo 360, and my tummy tuck that I had done last year. And I went to Avana plastic surgery. My doctor was Dr. Algird Mameniskis, and the price of my surgery was $7,500 total. That price does not include my garment for my tummy tuck, my binder as they call it for your tummy, my faja that I had to purchase separately after I was out of the binder, because if you are a tummy tuck patient and a BBL patient, unfortunately you can't get into a faja right away. I had to just be out of a faja and just wearing my binder. So once I was out of the binder, I bought my faja separately, and that does not include in your package. And then also the massages aren't included in your package. I will say an FYI, I originally, because I've been researching this whole procedure 2 years ago before I got it done in 2022, which was last year. So 2020, I had reached out to Avana Plastic Surgery, me and my homegirl. We were going to go and have our procedure done together in so we had reached out to Avana, so I had got my pricing in 2020, and they quoted me the $7,500. But I ended up not getting it, it wasn't working out. I was in the midst of moving. The money just wasn't right at that time. And so I ended up getting it 2 years later. So I think when I signed my contract, it locks you in for 3 years. But they do say now that's changed. So when I went to have my surgery in 2022, they said my contract that locked me in with all, because back then in 2020, with the $7,500, that included my massages, that included my garment and my faja. But then when I went back to finally pay off my $7,500, because I wasn't going to go with Avana in 2022, I was going to go with a different company, but because I didn't like my surgical coordinator back in 2020, I'm like, do I really want to risk dealing with that surgical coordinator if she's just horrible at communication? But anyway, long story short, I ended up going with Avana Plastic Surgery, and they ended up telling my contract was like non-void. I'm like, how can you void out a contract? It's called a contract for a reason, and it locks it in for 3 years. I was like, how can you do that? So I ended up having to pay separately for all my massages, which I went to the squeeze lady, and the squeeze lady ended up being the best company ever. They come to you in the hotel, and being that I had multiple procedures, that was the best thing that they could do, because it was, it was hard to keep getting in a lift and going. Like I was, I was recovering. So long story short, now in 2022, if anybody's getting this combo procedure, the price has actually increased. I think they're going for like 9,000. So my 7,500 that I got quoted, if I was to get this procedure now, I think it's roughly around 8,000, 9,000. So it's about 1,000 to 2,000 more. And it doesn't include your supplies no more. So long story short, for me, I would have saved if I would have just went and did the procedure in 2020, but I didn't. So my price never got, I guess they voided out my contract anyway, because they got new policies and procedures that they're no longer doing a 3-year. I think they even said your contract is not good that long anymore. So yeah, so that's that. And then so yeah, just a FYI on that, if you're going to Avana plastic surgery, it's not going to be the same price, obviously, and your supplies aren't going to be included. So right now, what I'm currently experiencing, oh, I want to say one more thing. If my camera shuts off, it's because I can't find my battery charger. So I have one battery that I'm working with to charge via the camera. So I used to have a separate charging dock, but I don't have that. So this may be a little choppy, but I want to go over what to expect, what you need to know, and what it's like right now for my 5-month post-op. So I wrote down a list so I won't forget anything. I just wanted to be coordinated. Okay, so what I'm experiencing with my 5-month post-op is I still have quite a bit of swelling in my lower abdomen. And yes, it has lessened, but it's still quite a bit, I think. So I'm not trying to panic, because I do know that this stuff can take 6 to, well, up to 12, not even 6 months, up to 12 months, up to a year. So the swelling is expected, but what I'm worried about is when I touch my lower abdomen, you can see the fluid swishing around. So it's I can feel it in my tummy that there is extra fluid. So I have, through my job, we have new insurance. So I have to call my doctor and get updated with the insurance, and then schedule an appointment to have it drained by a nurse. So I will see if I can take you guys along to have that done. So yes, 5 months post-op, I'm still experiencing swelling. So I am continuing to wear my Faja, and I'm doing some waist training. So I continue to wear my Faja because it is helping me train my waist. So I like to stay in it at least up to 6 to 8 hours a day at least. I may even push it to 12 to 16 hours, but it depends on how I'm feeling. So, because sometimes it does get so tight. So, and then I noticed with the type of Faja, because I had swelling under my breast, and I know he had lipo, of course, when he did my tummy tuck, and I was wondering why is there so much fluid on the top? Well, I have 2 different Fajas, and I will show you an example later today in this video. That's why I have them both on. I'm going to show you the reason why you need to pay attention to the Faja you buy, because one is a low riser and then one is high riser, and it will cover just under your breast area, so you can compress in that area. And the Faja that I was wearing religiously was not compressing in that area, so fluid was building up in that area, and now it's completely gone because I switched to this other Faja. So FYI on that, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. And also there is Fajas in the back that don't come all the way up in the back, and then some that does come up all the way in the back. And again, that's one of these Fajas come all the way up in the back. Even though I don't have any fat in my back, I don't have any upper fat. I had lower fat, probably where my love handles are, but I never had upper back fat. So I necessarily don't care about the Faja coming up to the top. But in this situation, I needed it for the front, so I don't care. I don't mind the Faja. Do what you got to do. Compress me everywhere, because I noticed that has went down. So we will continue to wear that Faja. What I'm experiencing, another thing, is my jeans cannot fit. And what I mean by that is I had a skinny BBL. I'm 5'8". I weighed 130 pounds, but when I knew I was going for this procedure, I ate so much food and gained 30 pounds purposely so I can have some more fat to work with. So after my BBL, I do notice that old jeans that I try to get in is squishing my buttocks. So I take them off because obviously I don't want to ruin them, but they're so tight. And then also my hip ratio to my butt doesn't match. So it seems like the pants waist part, since I'm so skinny in the waist now, it doesn't fit my waist. Like, so it's like my butt is too big and then my waist is too small. So it's like the pants either need to be altered, or I may need to be wearing sweatpants and leggings all my life, or probably find Fashion Nova jeans and see if they'll work. But that's what I'm experiencing. And it's like, see here, it's like, this is for, like, you can't, it's so little. So I just find myself wearing leggings and sweatpants for now until I go shopping. So that's another thing that I noticed, is hard to get back into your old clothes. And then the arch that it gives your back, I can see why pants don't fit right there, is because look how in it is right here, and then it drops. It's like we would have to get pants always altered in the back. So because the way it is, it's like, this is not realistic. You know, if that makes sense to you guys. It's like no one's shape is like this, and then, like, you know. So we will have to get stuff altered. I can't do anything with that. Lipo holes, oh my goodness. So, you know, when you get lipo, I'm already a dark-skinned woman, so my lipo marks, they still leave little coin size black little things, so you know that you had some type of incision hole right there, obviously. So I can say I have one on this upper butt. So I have one right here, and then one right here in the middle, but that one faded. I don't know why that one faded. And then one on the other side. So it's 3 going here. 1, 2, 3. Then one in the middle of my back. And then one down here, like he was trying to get my hip. And then one over here. So 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far 6 lipo incision holes. So that's something you have to worry about. You could probably go to some type of laser treatment or do some micro needling to improve that. But lately I've been working on my tummy tuck incision and doing the micro needling, and I reached out to a company who does laser. So I want to see if they can help me improve it, because obviously this micro needling is taking long. I am not seeing active results. That's why I haven't been able to give you guys an update. It's because I'm not seeing such a drastic improvement. And I don't know if this requires more than 3 sessions, because I only did 3 sessions of it. And I sprayed it 4 to 6 weeks apart. So it's like, I don't have that much. I'm only 5 months post-op, so I don't have that much footage to show you guys of the drastic change, because it's only 5 months post-op, and I've only been doing the microneedling for a little bit, and you have to space them out 4 to 6 weeks. So it's like, I don't see any results. So I can't update YouTube on what I've been noticing about that. So now I'm trying to reach out to a company and see if I can get more information on laser treatment, or do they know anything about microneedling that can help me improve my tummy tuck incision, because it ain't going away. I got the surgery, so gotta do something with that. That ain't obviously going away. So, other one is fat survival. I weighed 164 pounds post-procedure. Now I weigh 153, so about 9 pounds, if I got that right. I don't know if the pounds came from when they took a portion of my belly out. I know I didn't have a big belly, but did it come from that? Did that take away 2 pounds? I don't know where the pounds went, because I feel like I look the same, but not really. So I know that some didn't survive in my butt, because I do notice that my butt is a lot smaller than what it was post surgery day 1. So yeah, you do lose quite a bit of fat, ladies, especially the skinny ladies. Don't think that cramming all this food like I did post your procedure and pre your procedure and you're eating all this food, gaining 30 pounds, and then after the post-procedure, after that, you are not maintaining it or eating like you was. And that's what I did. I fell into that trap hole. It's like, I'm not an eater like that. So I couldn't keep up with it. Yes, I was forcing myself to keep up that type of eating habit because I knew I didn't want to waste my $7,500 on a procedure for the BBL. I'm like, you better get your money's worth. So yes, I ate, but I should have listened to the doctor. You should just be yourself, because if you're not going to maintain that eating habit, you might as well just get your BBL and get what you can get, because it isn't going to survive unless you maintaining that eating, and I didn't. So I could have caused that 9 pounds to decrease. And that's probably my fault, but I can't force it. If I just am a person who doesn't eat a lot and that's just how my metabolism is, then it is what it is. I have to now work on improving my results with my BBL now that I'm not eating. The fat that he put in my hips, I see that I slightly got my hip dips back. I want to improve my hip dips. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's flat right here on these sides. It used to be more rounder, not just flat. He had it actually rounded like it was actually hips, but now like you can really see it when I'm not in the Faja. The Faja makes it look way more better. So you guys get to see the smooth version, but it's a little dip there. And that was my main concern about the BBLs. Like, I hated my hip dips. So I definitely will be getting Sculptra in my hip dips to improve that, and also my cellulite that I happened to obtain after this surgery. Like, you went in for something and then you came out with another issue, and I came out with cellulite. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the Faja. So I have the both on to give you an example, and yes, it is squeezing tight, but this is dedication to show you guys what I was referring to. Hold on. Okay, so this first one was definitely not given to me from I purchased at Pretty Girl Curves for like $110 or $120, and it's thicker quality, thicker material. Obviously, they have the best Faja. I like their material. It was even hard for the seamstress lady to stitch it. Obviously, I think she was stitching it inside out, because my zipper had broke, and she even put the zipper the wrong way. So I can never like zip my zipper to go use the bathroom. I would have to already unzip it, because she put the zipper the inside. So I think she even did it that way. So, or maybe she meant to put these on the outside when she was stitching me in to create this Faja. Because I was going to stage 2. So yeah, she had to stitch it. And I also think that she made this one go in further. So like when I take it off, literally my waist is, so I think like, I don't know, but maybe I'm looking at it too, but I really think this one is cut in more than this one. But whatever. So yeah, this is a thicker quality. I like it. I like how the hips are out. That is key. Even though I lost my hip dips, I still like that they got the hips out. And I like how your butt sits in it. I do like that. What I don't like is I had swelling up here where it will fold over. And I was like, why is it doing that? I'm so skinny. What is happening? I felt it was a bunch of fluid. Well, this Faja doesn't come up all the way like the second one does. This one stops. So it was not compressing up here by where my breast was. And I didn't know that. And I'm 5 months post-op and just now noticed that. That's why I'm having this issue with swelling. So, but obviously I resolved the swelling, because it isn't doing that anymore with the Faja underneath. But it took me 5 months post-op. So that's the bad thing I would say about this Faja. Yes, Pretty Girl Curves, your material is great. I love the hips out. I love that. Also, Pretty Girl Curves, I don't like that you have these thick Faja straps. Maybe it's key. Oh no, and I misspoke. This isn't a stage 2. This was just the first stage. I altered it to a stage 2. So that's another thing. I don't want you to think that I bought it as a stage 2. I altered it to that. So, but their straps are way too thick, and they dig into your arms. I do not like that. But yes, that's sturdy. There's probably a reason behind it that they do that, but I don't like it. But I like the other Faja underneath. It's way thinner, not as thick, very light, and it doesn't hurt and it doesn't dig. So again, 2 strikes for this, the Faja I bought offline. And when I find where I purchased this one at, I will link it below. So this is why this one wins. Look, it's way taller. Thinner straps, goes up all the way on your back. I don't know if you guys can see. You can't, but the second one also doesn't meet all the way in the back either. But the first one doesn't meet all the way in the back, but the one underneath, it goes all the way in the back. So if you have back fat, you would be able to get that. I'm sorry, I thought I could show you guys, but I can't. But just know that it goes all the way in the back. So again, pretty good curves. That's the only thing I would say is the negative. But your quality is good quality, Faja. Sorry I'm breathing hard, but these are tight. But the bad downside about the second one, even though the second one has all the pros and not that many cons, the cons would be that it don't have really the hips out like that. So that would be the con. But other than that, the Faja is good. Obviously, I like what it does to your shape. So I will be getting it altered again. And also, let's see what I'm measuring like. Still at a 27, let's see. Oh, we're at a 26 now. We were at 27 last. I said I wanted to get to a 26, so that's good. And let's see, I think last time I was at a 40 for my butt ratio, and I'm at a 41.5, I think. Nope, 41. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so that's what I'm at measurement wise. I still use my arnica because I still have a little slight swelling at the bottom, guys. I told you that. I still have that. So I do my drainage drops, lymphatic. I still use my Epiderma for my incisions, silicone gel, and silicone tape. So I still actively use all that at 5 months post-op. So I think that there you have it, guys. I mean, I don't really have anything else. This is my results. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. And then this is how it is all the way up. So I'm going to make baked chicken Alfredo tonight. So I gotta head to the store, probably cook. Then I'll be ending this vlog. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate the love and support, and you guys are really the best. I love you guys. I love you all. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next clip. If I don't end this now, or if I come back to show you the chicken Alfredo, then I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Dead brokers in you nigga DNA. Ricky Smile is indicated with the J. Little nigga just another state case. Bury my motherfucker Chase Bank, time to bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. You niggas vicious, so I gotta replot it. The nigga trippin' like I got $1 zillion. Got the trap jumping like time when I